How's it, guys? This is Davey FPL, and welcome to another FPL video. This is going to be the Game Week 15 roundup video and then the Game Week 16 preview. And as you can see, it was a very good Game Week 15. I ended up with 82 points minus the 4, so that's 78, because I took a 4-point hit. But 78 is pretty decent score, and it has taken me to the top 2th in the world overall rank, which I'm very pleased with. It's a great rank, and I'm very happy with it. Yeah, so let me just take you through the transfer that I did and the overall stats of this game week. The average was 45. Obviously, I got above that, and it saw me take rise in rank from about the 6K mark to about the 2K mark. Overall, it wasn't a great game week. There was a lot of rotation, even with my team, you'll see, but it didn't really affect me that much. But a lot of people, I feel sorry for the Salah captainers and the Sterling captainers and the people that ended up holding on to Aguero, even though about a couple hours before the deadline, he was rumored to not be traveling with the squad, and then a news article came out that said that he had suffered a injury setback in training. So with that news, the last time I saw you guys, I was doing Felipe Anderson and Sané. I was transferring them in from Martial and Mane. I think the move overall was fine. I don't know if it was that great. Mainly because Martial ended up getting a goal, but now it looks like he picked up a knock. So I don't know if he's going to be fit for the Fulham game. So that's a little bit of a pity. But hey, he got a goal against Arsenal. You have to be happy with that. Felipe Anderson was actually very disappointing, mainly due to West Ham got 3 goals, I do believe. Yeah, they got 3 goals against Cardiff, and he wasn't involved in anything. So I didn't watch the game, but it's almost like it reminds you of when City play and they score like 6 goals and then Aguero ends up with 2 points, and you're like, ow. So that's that. I kind of thought that Felipe Anderson was the main man. I'm happy that I went with him now because Arnautovic is injured for about a month. So if you do have him, maybe look at transferring him out. But yeah, I'll still stick with him. The fixtures are very good. I don't really mind holding on to him. And then the big play that I brought in was Kane, and then I didn't mind taking a 4-point hit, but I had to captain him if that's what I said to myself. That way he made up points even if Aguero didn't play. If he got 2 points and then captain him for whatever, the 4-point hit was fine. Obviously, I wanted him to get more, and he ended up getting more. He got a goal and assist, and then 3 bonus points, which is excellent. So I was really happy with my plays. So I'm just going to take you through my team a little bit. So initially, I had my defense was Schmeichel, Wan-Bissaka, Alonso, and Robertson. Schmeichel ended up getting he didn't keep a clean sheet, but he got bonus points. Yeah, I think he got about 2 bonus points, if I'm correct. I think so. I'm not sure anyway. He ended up on 5. Not too shabby. It's almost like keeping a clean sheet on a yellow card. So I'm not that disappointed with him. He's actually returned some nice points, 6 and then 8, 6, 2, 6, 5. So very happy with him. Wan-Bissaka, this was a little bit of an unexpected result. They got smashed by Brighton, and then Brighton got a man sent off, and then they scored more goals than when they had him on. So maybe they should just play with 10 men all the time. But yeah, a little bit disappointed with that. I was expecting more from him. And then Alonso, I was also expecting more from him. Chelsea ended up getting beat by Wolves, and we'll get onto some of their players later in my review of my team. And he ended up with 0 points, obviously picking up the yellow card, and yeah, it's quite disappointing. I'm not. A lot of people are talking about transferring him out mainly because of the Man City game. But after that, he has fine fixtures, and he is the most owned defender. So I don't know if I'm going to be transferring him out just yet. And then obviously Robertson was injured. We got news a little bit of it. He had a dead leg. And then Klopp decided to rest him. It looks like he's back in training now. I saw something just now that said he was in full training, so he should be playing the next game. But then Doherty came on in his place, and he ended up getting an assist. So I was fine with that. Salah was benched and then came on and got an assist in the 90th minute, and then Richarlison ended up with a goal and 3 bonus points. Pretty happy with that. Their fixtures aren't that great. The next one's not too bad, and then these two aren't the best, but then he's got a nice run. So I don't know, maybe I'll look at transferring him out and then bringing him back in, but I don't really know if I want to do that. Obviously, I'm still on wild card, so I'll talk about my plans then a little bit in the future. Felipe Anderson, obviously I spoke about him, 2 points, a little bit disappointing. And then my Bournemouth fellows, uh, they're my best mates right now because Fraser ended up on 12 points and so did Wilson. Um, so obviously I can't complain about that. I kept them for this fixture because I knew that there would be points in it. And then obviously I'm not expecting much from Liverpool, but maybe the next two will be fine. So we'll see after that. Sané, I was very happy when I saw him starting. Obviously Sterling was benched, so I was happy when Sané was in the starting 11 and he ended up with a goal. So I can't really ask more of him. I'm just happy to have another City player. Obviously, Wilson, 12 points, excellent. And then I've already spoken about Kane. One of the downsides is Jimenez got another goal. So since I brought him in, he's scored 2 goals. I've only got an assist, sorry. I ended up scoring 1 goal against Chelsea. Obviously, I don't think many people were expecting this. A lot of people might have brought him on because if they had Aguero, maybe he came on for Aguero or someone. But I'm very happy with him. The actually interesting thing about this game week was I brought him in for Kamara because Kamara didn't play. But then this game week, Kamara played against Leicester and he ended up getting a goal. So I don't know if Kamara will carry on playing, but it's just it's just a little bit of one of those like FPL things where you just like, why would this happen to me? And then Paltier doesn't play and Stecklenburg doesn't play. So I was very happy with it. Obviously, great boost in rank. I'm sorry if you didn't have a great game week. I don't think you can beat yourself up too hard. We knew that there was going to be a rotation in this Christmas period, but I wasn't really expecting it from some of the teams that I saw it from. But yeah, I guess we can just have to take one, and then just move on. So now, if we move on to next game week, one of the things I okay fixture, but then Chelsea and Man City. So run, yeah. So the big thing is that I still do have my wild card. So I don't think I'm going to be playing it this game week, but I'm I'm what I thought I was going to do is play it around here, is play it around next game week because then Salah's fixtures end up turning badly. But that was when I still had Mane and I had both of those Liverpool attackers and I wanted to ship them out. But now I'm kind of leaning towards maybe using it towards the end of December and then just seeing like where everyone's going and then using it to go into the new year and like a refreshed team. So I'm still skeptical about when I'm going to use it. Um, Obviously, the big thing this game week is the change of Arsenal's fixtures. Um, so a lot of people will be looking to bring in Aubameyang and Lacazette. I'm a little bit. I don't really know with the Arsenal mids. They're a little bit like fishy for me. They seem to be rotated a lot, and obviously Ozil's out. So when he comes back in, that's another spot gone. And then other people are looking at their defense, which is quite interesting. I don't know if Arsenal's defense is that great. I saw Holding got injured quite badly in the Man U fixture, so I don't know. I don't really know if I rate Holding that highly, but maybe that's going to disrupt their back five or four. I don't know what they play. Um, so yeah, obviously Bellerin is probably the safest option. Kolasinac looked very good against Man United, but he seems to always pick up a couple knocks along the way. So I wouldn't be confident in him starting the whole time. Um, so obviously Bellerin's probably your best option, or maybe Leno. I don't know what the goalkeeper situation is at Arsenal, but it seems like Leno's played a lot of fixtures since Czech had that injury. So maybe he's a good bet. I think he's 4.8, if I'm not incorrect. So that's probably a good option as well. I just don't know if I'd go for Arsenal defense. They're a little bit shaky. Arsenal attack's a different story. I think they got a very good attack. Um, I was looking at bringing Aubameyang in, but what worries me is every time Lacazette comes on, he seems to drift out wide, and I don't think he's effective from that range. Um, so yeah, maybe take this game week to reflect, and then I'll make some transfers maybe next game week. I could just hold Schmeichel for another week and then have him against Crystal Palace and then save the transfer, because then I think I'm going to be looking at shipping Salah out. So yeah, in terms of future plans, maybe I'll be looking at getting Richarlison out next game week or something like that, and then bringing him back on wild card, maybe before the Burnley fixture. Otherwise, the captain options this game week are a little bit spicy. Obviously, with Salah, Liverpool have that tough fixture against Napoli next week. And with Salah being rested now, I almost want to say that he's going to be guaranteed to start on the weekend, but I don't know. I think he might get another 60 minutes and then be subbed off for the Napoli fixture, because then the weekend after the Napoli fixture they play Man United. So, do you know what I'm saying? I don't think Klopp's going to be playing a weekend side for that. So maybe he'll be looking to limit the minutes now, and then obviously play Salah in that Napoli game and then the Man United game. So I don't know if I'm willing to captain Salah. The other thing is Kane is the same situation. They have this tough fixture against Barca next week, which is a must win. So his minutes might be limited, but Harry Kane just seems to play 90 minutes every game week. It's quite insane. So I don't really know. I don't know if I'm confident captaining a Man City play against Chelsea. I don't think they're that bad. Yeah, the probably the best option is captaining an Arsenal player, because they seem to be the team. They have Huddersfield at home, if I'm right. I think yeah, Huddersfield at home. I mean, that's an excellent fixture. So they're probably the best people to captain. So maybe what I'll look to do is maybe bringing in one of the Arsenal attackers and then captaining them. But I can't see how I'll do that without taking a hit, unless I go drop Kane. But I don't really want to drop Kane right now. So yeah, I'll see. I'm gonna start a Twitter of my FPL. So if you want to follow it, that'll be great. I'll post the updated teams and my changes on that from now on. Sorry it's taken so long, but I realize that it's quite essential for me to have a Twitter, because I can't upload quick updates to my YouTube of team changes. So obviously I didn't tell you guys about the Kane transfer, which I could have if I had a Twitter. So I'll be making one, and I'll put in the link the description down below. So give that a follow if you want to. It would be much appreciated. And then otherwise, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed and want more FPL content in the future. And leave a comment if you have any questions or complaints or things I can do better in the future. I'm really looking to grow this channel, so it will be much appreciated. But otherwise, this has been Davey FPL, and I'm out. Cheers.